Well, hello everyone, and welcome to high school baseball action here on Manchester Public Television. Today we got a great matchup between the Trinity Pioneers and the Nashua North Titans. My name is Kyle Heavey from Manchester Public Television. Glad to be with you on this Monday afternoon. Along with me is Michael Gonzalez. Michael, May 15th, a little breezy, but still a great day. A lot of dandelions in the field. This should make the field a very interesting spot for the hitters if they decide to bunt here.
Tall grass, going to be a lot of infield action. In 7 and 8 versus 6 and 8, so we got a evenly matched 7 and 6. Excuse me.
Both teams trying to get into the playoffs here, as they're really kind of on the bubble here. But John Kuloff with the first pitch is just outside for ball number 1. You saw the Trinity versus Memorial game on Friday night, a game that Trinity is trying to forget, but obviously a lot to learn from as well about adversity with this Pioneer squad.
Yeah, it just goes to show that anyone can win in any given day. I mean, it was crazy. They came out to a lead, and then they dropped it, and they have to move on from that. They do.
That allows the Memorial Crusaders to be 2-11 on the year, so they basically won their championship. But for Trinity, if they get a victory here, and they most likely will make a run at the playoffs, as a strike called there, and now a 2-1 count. We didn't even get to the batter here, and that's Kenny Reel, the left fielder for left fielder for the Titans, takes a called strike, and now Kuloff looking to put him away with a K if he can get this third strike here.
Yeah, he dropped down in the count, and he sure came back with that last pitch. That was a nasty curve.
Just doesn't get him to bite on that one, and now we'll be back in the lineup.
I've really enjoyed covering Trinity this year. I'm really pulling for them to make a nice playoff run here.
Yeah, it's certainly been tough for them. A couple of losses here and there have really kind of put the season in a spot. But now, tough ground ball across the diamond and out number 1. And Kuloff looking cool as can be. And a great job by the shortstop, able to make that play. Got to give love to Tyler Nolan right there for sure.
Yeah, Derek Finley, the shortstop for Nashua, and Tyler Nolan better be ready because the ball is going to be taking some Super Ball bounces today.
Yeah, I was
it's some weird turf out there.
Went down and kind of chatted with both coaches to get the lineups, and then just looking at the field, it's certainly needs a mow job right here. I don't know if that's the Parks and Rec here in Manchester or who it might be, but just work with what you got. And Elias Bork is now the batter. Fouls one back right at us. Thankfully, that fence, and either would have hit us or Capone would have had a nice little treat.
Capone's on the ball again. I saw he got one pregame, so we'll keep an eye on Capone today. But Kuloff looks good. That curveball is really running hot. I expect him to pick that up a little more.
Elias Bork swings at that one, fouls it off, and it's a pitcher versus pitcher battle, as this will be the starting pitcher for the Titans as it is. So good to see what will go down here with battle of the aces here between Elias and
Kuloff. Kuloff with the nice snap. That was a changeup, I believe. It usually features the fastball and a curve, but that one didn't really bend, but it sure was about 10 miles an hour slower. Good pitch.
And now with 2 outs, it'll be the number 3 hitter, and that would be a number 4 in Derek Finley, also, like you just mentioned, the shortstop for the Titans.
Yeah, so he's familiar. When you play JV, you come up through the ranks. You play on a lot of fields like this, so it's nothing new to them.
Yeah, we're lucky enough to see the Titans face Memorial a few weeks ago as it is. You recognize a lot of these names from this Nashua North squad as they were able to handle Memorial, the loss there.
Yeah, that eats them up. It's a little tough over there at the corner. Like I said, just be ready for all that. And if you're on the bases, never give up and keep running because you never know. An easy play might look easy, but it might turn into something like that.
Well, the first runner of the game on base is Derek Finley.
You give him a hit on that?
It was a shot. It was pretty good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I might as well.
All right.
Can only do so much on the hot corner, and now.
I don't know if Kuloff will appreciate it, but sorry, Sean. We're gonna go for the hit.
Outside, try to get him chasing. Did not fall for it, and Joey Deck, another left-handed hitter, will
Kyle,
be the batter, the first baseman.
Kyle, one of the big problems that Trinity ran into is Memorial did not stop running. They ran. They must have stole 15 bases that game.
Yeah, they won 13-4 versus the Crusaders, and that was game 3 on the year. So a long season. That was April 14th, and now here we are coming in to you on May 15th. So it's been a whole month since we've seen them. I did get a chance to see them one time at a home game down at Holman Stadium, and, again, good matchup here.
Yeah. And if Trinity had the chance, they're going to have Hasselbeck. Oh, nice pick.
Look at this. Got him in a rundown.
Okay, stay with the program here.
Slow. Oh.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Oh, I think he was safe to get
sure
back
was.
in there.
He deked him. He played that perfect, Kyle. He juke, and then went down hard.
Very good job by Finley. I
Great
thought that it
pickle.
was going to be a nice 1-2-3 of the hard way inning, but instead we will be back to the action. But great job by Kuloff, able to get that rundown, but just unable to get the tag down.
Yeah, the constellation is they know he's got a good move, so that will keep him at bay. But dang, that was a nice job getting back by Finley. Really good job pickling. They start that in Little League, you know? You learn that task.
Strike on the outside corner. As you saw a couple pickoffs on Friday night from what I heard, with Trinity being on the wrong side of that.
That's
versus
right.
Memorial.
They sure did. They get a little bit of a big lead, and one throw came from the catcher, one throw came from the pitcher, and it was lights out.
Well, a 2-1 count here to Joey Deck. Upstairs, and now Kuloff.
Yeah.
Got to get a strike here, or else it'll be a 5-pitch walk.
Yeah, you don't want Brady Sullivan to come out with a couple ducks, and I expect him to come back here. He's done a good job of that all season. Definitely the number 1 pitcher for Trinity.
Well, from the stretch, looking, delivers, goes back to the curve. We're liking what we're seeing from that. We have a great angle to see that ball just bend, and caught some white, and now count goes full.
Some days the curve is working. Some days it's working extra. Definitely going to see him go here, full count, 2 outs.
We'll see.
It's pretty much a standard.
Payoff pitch. And he grounds one up the middle that will go for a single. And now heading over to third. The throw is there. It is no good, and it goes into the bat. Oh, they decide not to hold a runner and moving up to second base. So,
yeah,
Titans putting the pressure on the Pioneers, as now we have Joey Deck at second base, Derek Finley at third base, and the Brady Sullivan will be the batter.
Got to hit the cutoff there, first of all. This is kind of a risky play. They got lucky the backstop stopped that ball, because if this is anywhere else, like Gill or something, that's definitely another run. But they're not out of it yet, so they still have a chance to get out of here without any runs. We'll see what happens.
We'll give them a single and a move up to second on the throw. So, again, ducks in the pond, as you like to say.
Yeah, a couple ducks, and that was a great job by Joey Deck, because that was a full count, and he really did a good job, just solid contact at the middle.
And we haven't even given the umpires any love. Brian Troop behind the plate here, and Steve Drescher will be out in the field. So, see what they have to say here.
Big cut right there. Brady Sullivan trying to hit the Brady Sullivan building on that.
You can see it from here.
Wow.
It's way down on the field there. And
good cut, good healthy cut. But Kuloff is ahead, and he has to watch out for the pass ball, but expect the curve or something like that. Something tricky.
Fouls one back again. So we got 2 strikes here.
He's really going for it, isn't he?
He really is. And it's kind of a tough spot to be in, as you want to be able to help your squad to get these runs in. And really a lot of pressure here on Sullivan.
Finley's definitely itching for the plate. The way he's get a secondary lead, he's kind of timing it out. Expect something if he gets a chance.
Wow. And strike 3 it is how the inning will have the top part of the inning will end. Great job by Kuloff, able to ease any sort of stress there, and will go to the bottom of the first inning with the score tied up at 0. Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Levy for Manchester Public Television. Back after this. Back here at Alamere Field for the bottom of the inning. And, well, I mentioned the umpires before. Now Brian Troop is yelling at the Trinity Pioneers to make sure that they're back behind the fence here as stepping his ground here as he's able to tell the players, hey, this is where you need to be and to not be in the line of any foul ball. But we'll see now the leadoff man is Mr. Tyler Nolan.
Yeah, Tyler Nolan, definitely a bright spot in this whole lineup this year. He's been awesome in the field. I've seen him in center. I've seen him at short. Just all over the place. But how about Kuloff getting out of that inning?
That was huge.
I wanted to touch on that. I mean, that big strikeout at the end on their number 5 hitter, that was clutch.
2 strikeouts in that inning. And, well, looking to come back the other way. Now with 2 strikes on him, Nolan in a little bit of a tough spot to Elias Bork.
Yeah, it's not like totally overpowering, but good location for sure. Like right there is a great pitch, just the perfect 1-2 pitch, you know.
Now it's a 2-2 count.
Get an eye, you know, get a feel for how it's being called, and then you adjust.
And Bork gets his first K for the Titans, and 1 down here. A 5-pitch strikeout right there. And, well, we'll see what Ollie Service can do. Ollie was playing out in left field today. Hasn't really had to worry too much as no fly balls have come his way yet, but see what he can do with his bat. Oh, look at that.
Looks like he's hammering the strike zone. And again, it's not like it's overpowering. It's just saw Kuloff come out with 2 Ks. He's already matched them, looking for a third right here. In the pitcher, Sean Kuloff. How coincidental.
Mario Ramirez doing the catching duties here for the Titans, and he was able to make that good throw to first base. And now Kuloff sends one out to right field. This got some power to that.
Get a run. Wow, that's going. Look at that bounce.
Look at that. Took a crazy hop all the way to the fence. The throw gets in. He will be standing at third base. And a triple here to keep the inning going here. And Sean Kuloff says, all right, I will make sure that we get a runner at third base here in this inning as well.
Yeah, hopefully this duck can go home to mama. We need a run here for Trinity. How about the tailing action on that? That ball went about 50 feet to the right, and you could see that. The ball just kept spinning like a croquet ball.
Wind is going that way as a fouled off right there.
See Chow back in the lineup, hitting cleanup right now. Putting his leadership shoes on and see what he can do for the team here.
Yeah, it's playing over at first base is Chow today. And he fouls one back. And
Capone don't care at all. He's all about it. But unfortunately, he's down 0-2, so you got to protect the plate here. And if you're Kuloff, you got to maybe take a chance if you get a pass ball situation.
I'm thinking that there's going to be a ball in the dirt here trying to get him chased at strike 3 because Elias Bork seems to know what he's doing on this mound very well so far in this contest.
Wow.
Instead, he throws a fastball, and it gets a third K of the inning. And, boy, what a great first inning tied up at 0. But Elias Bork and Sean Kuloff will be battling it out. We'll be back here for the second inning in just a few moments for Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage. Back here for the top of the second inning, and Austin Suchek will be the batter here for the Titans, looking to get a run on the board. And first pitch, up past Cooloff, but easy
I mean,
4-3 out right there.
you could thank the weeds for that one a
I
little
think
bit.
that slowed it down significantly right there.
For sure, definitely. But not to take away from the play, but definitely came off the bat a little hot and then kind of tinkered down a little bit with that grass, that tall grass.
Either way, good job by Brendan Hepler to make that play.
Definitely.
And first pitch, 1 out here. And, Cooloff will take that for sure. Another first pitch swinging, and this is to a number 23, Richie Tavares.
That was a deceiving pitch. A little lower, a little slower.
Tavares playing out in right field. He was felt the running motion of trying to get to Cooloff's triple there.
His curveball is bending people back and still being called a strike. I've seen it 3 times already. That's the definition of a deuce.
And he gets him on 3 pitches. Look at this, 4 pitches total, now 2 outs, and Cooloff we have a pitching duel right here for sure at Lemire Field, and this is a fun thing to be a part of, to witness who's going to make the mistake right here, and we'll see what Jace Martinez can do here.
Yeah, he just tied up the lead with 3 Ks apiece, and he's looking good to start this at bat too. He's featuring a fastball that's being premiered a little, makes it look a little bit hotter with the curveball success. Because if you have to sit on a curve, and he's doing that all day, then that fastball is just a little bit sneakier.
Martinez playing second base here for the Titans.
Remember this name from basketball, I feel like.
Ooh, curveball did not curve enough there on that pitch.
Yeah, it's funny because every time he throws it, they're still bending back.
I mean, it's still gonna hurt. It's in the hands for area so you want to keep
It's instinct, of course you're gonna bend back, but when that curveball comes over the plate, it sure looks silly.
Ball low, so now falling behind in the count, 3-1.
Yeah,
Needs to throw a strike here, but we saw this back with Derek Finley in the first, giving up a single.
we've seen a lot of 2-out bingo this year. It just goes to show, getting that 3rd out, don't ever take it for granted just because there's 2 outs.
Well said, and now fouled off, heading out to the parking lot area. Now the count goes full.
Got lucky on that one, played a little Frogger with all the cars, and it made it through.
You have a good angle on that. I kind of have a
yeah.
big wall in my way. And now, Cooloff finally gets the sign, and we'll see what Hasselbeck decides on. Fouled back.
Good job fouling that off by Jace. That's the big one. You see that all the time. Hitters extending the count, up in the pitch count, and the more they see, the more success they have, because you're getting more and more on the ball.
Tristan Hasselbeck gives a sign. And finally, Cooloff decides the delivery. A little ground ball, but again, cans and corn, I guess, in the infield.
A bunny hop.
A bunny hop. A 6-3 put out right there.
Looking good.
And now after a 4-batter inning in the first, we'll see what they can do in the second. Jonah Voveris, Brendan Hepler, and Logan Whitney due up here in the bottom of the second. Back with more after this. Fresh offers 3 strikeout first inning. Elias Bork on the mound for the Titans. And we'll see what pitch. Fouled back. That one had a lot of speed heading towards the cars.
Wow, it's unbelievable. The ball didn't touch 5 cars, so we're on a good roll here.
Jonah Viveris, the center fielder, the batter here with 1 strike on him. And now it's fouls one just over the fence towards, and unfortunately that goes for a foul ball and not a home run, hitting it over the fence.
You mentioned between innings, Kyle, that Trinity's been jumping on the first pitch a lot, and it looks like nothing's changed this inning.
Ooh, inside, barely does not get the call.
Almost hit his chicken wing right there.
He definitely would have been, fried for strike 3 if that was a couple inches more to the left. Fouled back. And
K is for cluck, cluck, cluck.
Yeah. Well, we've seen Voveris come up clutch a few times in this season. Would love to see him be able to get on base.
Not only that, but he's played a mean center field this year.
And unfortunately, it goes down for the 4th strikeout of the game here. And we've only had 5 batters. That's the scary part right here.
It's impressive.
Bork is bringing all of his skills here, but now we'll see what a left-handed hitter can do to try to change things up in Brendan Hepler.
Yeah, Hepler made that nice play over a second, trying to transfer it here at the plate. Had a decent season so far. You know, he's just a quick little
ground ball to third base.
Wow.
1 pitch and 1 out. And Bork doesn't strike that one out here, but is able to, really make things easier on himself with the 1 pitch, 1 out.
1 pitch, 1 out, exactly. Now, Derek Finley, on the other hand, looked like a pro on that one. He had that throw and everything.
Well, what helps Nashua as well, North, is that they play on grass as well. So to know that they're used to some of these hops and stuff like that compared to what you'd get on a turf.
Is this grass?
This is it's weeds out here.
So far. No, I know what you mean.
Oh, little hit down the first base line, gets past the first baseman and able to get on safely. So another 2-out hit here for the Pioneers. And we got now a runner at first base.
Yeah, Logan Whitney doing a good job. When he's not pitching, he's playing third. And he went to the other corner there, right down the line, just under the glove of Joey Deck. And now he's on first. Not much of a runner, but you never know.
Pass ball could help things out for sure. Swing and a miss right there for pitch number 1.
Yeah, Hasselbeck's a little behind that one. And there's something about his windup that I'm not able to pinpoint right now, but it is very deceiving.
They're called strike 2 right there, so unfortunate to see what's going on here.
I want to say Nolan Ryan-like in a way. Just a long windup. Comes way back with it.
Fouled back.
Great form, though.
Still an 0-2 count.
Like right over the top. Maybe Clemens-like. A lot of Clemens-like, I guess. 0-2 count. You're going to expect probably high and outside, something, maybe a pitch-out type of situation.
No, right ground ball and taken by the pitcher himself, able to get it to first. And, boy, another dominant inning for Elias Bork. And we will head to the top of the 3rd inning. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Titans. See what Mario Ramirez can do as the first batter. Back with more Manchester Public Television baseball coverage after this. Back for the top of the 3rd inning, Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Levy from Manchester Public Television. Pitchers duel going on here at Alamere Field, and we are going to see what Sean Kuloff can bring to the table here in the 3rd inning.
Comes in over the middle, looks like it's going to go a little bit low. And Mario Ramirez playing catcher today, so never easy to take the equipment on and off and off and on.
Well, he's been able to see pretty clearly. Troop's took a big hop there. Nolan throws it high, but Chow.
Good job by Chow on that.
Able to reach up and bring it down for out number 1. So a 2 pitch right there, and not bad for Kuloff. Now the issue is it'll be the top of the lineup with Kenny Reel. Kenny did the same exact thing as what Mario just did and grounded out to the shortstop his first time up to bat.
If you're Trinity, you're leaving the Scott's Whedon feed in the bag. Don't use it because they're getting some nice hops where those normally would be burners, But no, that it's just knocking it down. And I got to give credit. He's making the plays as Tyler, but at the same time, he's getting a little bit extra time.
What helps Tyler is that he's had 3 different innings now where someone has grounded out to him at shortstop. So it's pretty impressive right there.
You're right, and to stay hot is key. To stay involved in a game. You see it in basketball, you see it in hockey, a hot goalie. You want to be a hot shortstop too.
Now I'm wondering if Tyler should take the rest of this inning off because it started off the game with it, ended in the first, ended it in the second, started off in the third. So
yeah, you're right. He's got anything that's not a K is pretty much him.
Well, 3-0 count though is the issue.
All right,
He comes back and
You always ask, green light or not. I'd say no green light.
No, it's a different situation right here with a scoreless game, and really we've only had 8 batters for each squad. Obviously now 9 for
I assume
Pioneers, and
nice
now nicely
He's got to throw him out.
placed. Can he do it? Oh, I thought I wanted Ben Canny to do that.
Tough. He's got some wheels, though. Leadoff hitter. Now he's on first, and now Kulov has to go from the stretch, which is a whole different ball game than going from the windup. So, good job by Nashua getting on to start the inning and getting Kulov off his game, making him uncomfortable.
Well, Elias Bork is the batter, and he was the culprit or the victim of a strikeout his first time up the bat, so he's 0 for 1. But
he got the ball rolling for Sean with the first strikeout of the game for him.
Try to get the outside, unable to.
Well, it is lobster season. He must have been pinched right there because that was a little bit off the plate, but he's been calling that all game. So Kulov will just have to move on. And, double play depth right here. I've been noticing Hepler and Nolan doing their thing up there. They had a nice double play the other day.
Strike called. Now 1-1.
You don't really see often a double play, but in this kind of conditions, you might get a nice bunny hop to convert.
Yeah, we do have a good little wind gust right now going on from the northwest, so it's kind of causing that ball definitely going to be out by the AARP workout area here at Dairyfield Park.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're Hasselbeck, Tristan, you better get ready because I feel like this is the pitch he's going to go on.
1-2 count. Would be nice to have a strike him out, throw him out type way to end the inning here.
Oh, we've seen he's capable of it. He's got a nice arm.
Again, 1-2 count here, and Kulov decides to throw back to first.
Yeah, he got Finley leading caught him leading last time in the first inning. Got to keep that move going. He's got a nice quick move, unsuspecting.
It was actually to Finley that he got the.
Yeah, I think I said that. That doesn't stop Kenny from getting a nice secondary lead here.
Yeah, for sure.
Double play ball.
Look at this. Hepler to Nolan to Chow.
Oh, baby!
Able to get it.
Called
a
it.
4-6-3 double play.
Excellent.
And
job.
for the second consecutive inning, a 1-2-3 inning. And we'll see what the bats of the Pioneers can do as they'll have Ben Canny, Tyler Nolan, and Ollie Service due up. We'll be back for the bottom of the third inning with more Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage after this. Ben Canny will be the leadoff hitter here, trying to make something happen for the Pioneers. Pitch number 1 in the dirt for a ball. And Elias Bork has been able to handle the Pioneers pretty handily. Went 1-2-3 his last inning as well. And now strike called.
Yeah.
1-1 count.
Yeah, he's up to 4 Ks for the game. He's let up a couple hits, but they've been, he left them both on base, so good job getting out of it. Oh, one for Capone right there. But getting ahead of the count is everything. And I'll tell you what, Elias is doing a great job of it.
Actually, I was wrong. As I look at my notes a little bit more, each inning, there's been a 2-out single here, or a 2-out hit at least for the Pioneers. So,
yeah, it looks like Kulov did it, and then Logan Whitney did it.
And now
I like this approach, though. They're actually seeing pitches,
Canny seems to be very close. He's, seeing it from a different side of the plate here than everyone else. So he's usually faster to swing as it is.
We've seen him battle right field all year long. So when you're putting right, you have double duty. That is just really embarrassing.
Sent
sometimes.
out to left, but that will land very foul as it goes over by the pitching warm-up area. And now, here we go.
But this is more like it, extending the count. We got a full count, just versus swinging at the first pitch and giving him a one pitch at bat.
Elias kind of being a field general as well, telling his player where to bat.
Good job.
And that one hurt. That was off the front foot.
Yeah, you also got to sell it.
Excuse me, the back foot. Back foot as he's.
It's standard to kind of sell it to the too. You got to be like, But yeah, it's not good. So this is the seventh pitch of the at-bat so far. Ooh, it's nasty.
Oh, gets him with the outside.
No complaints. He knew.
The head looked up in the air in an unflattering way, and now we'll have the top of the lineup here with Tyler Nolan, who was the victim of a strikeout as well.
Yeah, spin it around, backwards K, and here comes Tyler, who's also struck out. So
Just misses the outside.
Right now he's hit the 5 strikeout mark. You know, he's really wheeling here. Yeah.
Check swing did not stop in time. I think the ball went over the plate as it is. So it was a strike called, and now we have a 1-1 count. And a swinging attempt there, no good. And now got to be smart. 1-2.
He's still in it. You know, 1-2. We've seen him battle all season. If anyone can do it, Tyler can do it.
And unfortunately, goes down by way of the K for the second time in this game. And Elias Bork is starting to feel it. But again, each inning, Pioneers have gotten a hit with 2 outs. And we'll see what Ollie Service can do, who was the victim of a strikeout as well, his first time up to bat.
Yeah, it's his turn to break the pattern here. If he can get on, you know, their big bat, Sean Kuloff, would be up next. So it's it's very important that you try to get on here.
And swing and a miss there.
A lot of that going on today.
Yeah, it's the wind. You know, it's making. That's why it's so windy. They're working it like a fan.
Yeah, I think Elias is just pretty good at pitching because he's pretty consistent, just hammering that zone. I mean, a power pitcher without is deceiving. Big, strong pitching.
Doesn't get the call from Troop there.
I got another one. I'm thinking Tom Seaver.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Very quick to deal with his catching mate in Mario Ramirez. And there we go.
Do it.
Gets the K.
3 in a row.
3 up, 3 down, all by way of a strikeout. And Elias Bork is celebrating it wholeheartedly. They'll see what the bats can do for the Titans here, as it'll be Derek Finley, Joey Deck, and Brady Sullivan due up for the top of the 4th inning. Back with more baseball coverage after this. Back for the top of the 4th inning, Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Levy. Seeing a great game here between the Titans and the Pioneers. And Derek Finley, who was able to single his first time up to bat, will be the batter here. And, you know, still getting over the great defense and pitching that we're seeing here. Again, the Pioneers were able to end the 3rd with a 4-6-3 double play. Thought about bunting. Interesting.
Interesting.
I haven't even thought about that since the first inning, that really no one's utilized the dandelions.
Well, you know, he's a heady player. You can tell. Just because he did it that time doesn't mean he won't do it again, or he might just pull back. He is their 3-hitter after all. That's on his own, by the way. That's not a call. He has something called a green light to do what he wants. One of the better players in the state.
He was stranded at 3rd base after making his way off a Joey Deck single. And just to show everyone at home the outfield and what it looks like with all the dandelions, it's certainly it's pretty if you like flowers. If you have allergies, you hate what you're seeing out there.
Yeah, if you like flowers, but at the same time, these are the ones you can kind of blow away and make a wish, right?
That's true.
We need some wishes made.
Well, we're wishing that
Dear
ball hits Brian Troop's foot, hitting off the backstop. I think that Hasselback was hoping that he wouldn't have to move. The ball was going to come right back to him, but Troop's foot gets in the way, and now a 2-1 count to a very talented shortstop here in Derek Finley.
Absolutely. He'd like to find one of these big gaps out there, too.
Pretty much playing straight out is the outfield.
Nice try, but cool. I like that pitch right there. Obviously, it's off the plate. You know, an experienced Finley will watch that go by, but that's a good spot right there. You got to be careful with him. You don't want another triple or another double. You know, you don't want an extra base hit here.
Yeah, just 2 singles on the day. 3 singles, excuse me. And Finley will make his way to first base.
It's on twice today now. So That's what they need. You know, when you can start, Trinity's had a couple 2-out hits, but wouldn't it just be easier to get the first guy on? Makes it a little bit easier. Now watch out for the double play again. You know,
we know that
they're set up for it, and we just saw them convert. Finley will steal to avoid that if he can.
We'll see if they do a pitch out here, trying to get him to steal.
Big lead.
The pitch out is right.
Good call, Kyle. Good call on that. First pitch out I've seen all year, to be honest.
I just kept seeing the arm go out, and I'm just wondering what that might be. And certainly enough, Finley did not run on that.
Finley looks like a ball player out there. It's just he knows what he's doing.
Hits the outside corner for a strike now, 1-1 count.
It's a big league pitch right there.
Joey was able to send that out to get that single to center and was able to move up to second base on the overthrow to third, trying to get Finley out. So these two are certainly interesting spot in the lineup. Let's see if we get a pitch
Another
out
pitch
again.
Yeah, it can't be that
obvious. No, instead.
I mean, is that are we the only ones seeing it maybe?
There's a lot of coaches out on the field for Nashua North. You got the head coach Zach Harris and assistant coaches Adam Roberts, Eric Giontis, Mike Harris, and Chris Kinney.
I mean, it's almost like he's calling for the old intentional. Same signal, you know.
Well, we don't know that. Maybe 2 arms out is a throw over, and 1 arm out only means a pitch out. So
it's all coming from the bench. You can see Coach kind of doing his thing over there as Hasselbeck looks on.
Well, looking down, Joey Deck trying to get a feel of things. I saw him looking down at the catcher to see if he could read something. Oh, just barely misses the outside corner.
At the very least, Derek Finley is in his head. Hasn't even made an attempt to steal yet, but you'd think he was sometimes not doing anything is more annoying than doing it.
Well, generally, I won't say every single, but shortstops are pretty active, fast people. And fouled off and
we know that.
Stopped in the dirt.
Trevor's story is.
Yeah, you got players like that where you just you assume that they got some speed. Xander Bogaerts, another one that's had plenty of stolen bases in his career.
Ozzie Smith,
the Barry Larkin, Omar Garcia-Parra. But then you got the good-sized guys like Alex Rodriguez, who is getting 6'5".
6'5", shortstop, then third. Big lead here. Nothing.
Nolan Arenado, another one I can think of that's pretty. I mean, he destroyed the Red Sox last night.
I'll tell you what, Derek Finley is using minimalism to be effective.
Well, now the count is full, and
this is a good running pitch.
Would hate to have 2 consecutive base on balls to the Titans here.
Really can't. Oh, smash!
Out. Let's see, Volveris is
job.
able to get that. See if the throw will be in time.
No,
so
bang,
close.
Bang! Good job.
Yeah, give some love, Chow, to Volveris, who was able to make that. And that hit was starting to bend the other way, being it from a left-handed bat.
For sure. I said it before that he's been impressive in center. He just showed it right there. That ball was tailing. It was weaving. He catches it, crow hops, and guns one to first base to Chow. But unfortunately, Derek Finley barely gets his leg in there, and that was a bang-bang play.
It certainly was. And Brady Sullivan would like to get a bang-bang type of hit right here to bring in the run.
He sure would. Trinity would like a double play again to end the inning.
Well, at the same time, we haven't even seen Finley try to take off, so he know that he's not tired out there.
Sometimes, it's like the top of a roller coaster. You're like, just go already.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the worst part.
The click, 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 click. You're just waiting for Capone, seeing a German Shepherd out here, so he's a little just wants to say hello.
This is my
little
field.
Ground ball. This is going to be having to take by Sean, who gets it to Ethan, and we have a sacrifice, basically, is what we'll call that, is able to move up to second is Finley, and that's the second time making his way to the second base. But now issue is there's 2 outs, and Austin Suchek will be the batter here for the.
That ball was spinning like Dr. Dre's rims, Kyle. That thing was hard to pick up, and good job by Kuloff corralling it and then getting the throw off, because a spinning top ball like that, it's like a pool ball. It's just hard to explain, but it was going all over the place. He's off. Great jump.
Throw
Unbelievable.
No good, and able to stay at third base.
Couldn't have seen that coming, I
Look
bet.
at Finley, though.
He didn't see that coming. He was off.
Only player of the day who has made his way to third base, and Suchek has got to come through right now to get a run on the board. He's first time up to bat. He grounded out to Hepler, and well, we'll see what he does here to try to bring in the first run of the game.
Right.
Fouls one back instead.
Last thing Finley wants to do is be stuck on third again. He's down in the situation where it's 0-2, and you got to be looking for a pass ball type of situation. You got to try to strike first, get that first blood.
Well, on the other hand, you know that Kuloff is trying to get himself. He's up 0-2. See if he throws a low pitch.
Extra on that one, huh?
I was wondering if he was going to go for something a little bit off the,
He reeled back. I think I heard him grunt.
I mean, you can't throw it in the dirt here. You don't want. Well, I guess you can. It's a short backstop.
You'd rather not, but because it goes bouncing around like pinball, you know.
Certainly.
Whoa! That thing. Nice try to frame it by Hasselbeck.
Hasselbeck really was doing his best right there, and
it was like a yo-yo. He's like, voo. So first base open. You can be a little liberal with your pitches here. You're not forced to pipe one, but
the 6-hitter here for the Titans.
Really choked up, isn't he?
And
Ooh.
unable to catch up with that fastball.
Watch.
And look at that, another inning here with a strikeout. Kuloff is feeling good right now, but again, no one has scored yet. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Levy with a great game here. Stay tuned for more here on Manchester Public Television's high school baseball coverage. Well, for the Pioneers, it'll be the 3-4-5 part of the lineup. That means Sean Kuloff will be leading us off, and he is 1 for 1 with a triple. We'll see what he can do with his bat here, as he's been taking care of business with his pitching today. And
yeah, he looked to the coach for a sign, and coach said, "Just hit a home run."
Just hit a home run. Yeah, I mean, there's no stress right there.
Okay, coach, no problem.
And it's grounds one here. Takes a weird hop and able to get it over to first in time. So a 4-3 out, and a very easy play, I guess, for Jace Martinez, getting it over to Joey Deck for out number 1.
How many pitches was that, Kyle?
2.
2 pitches.
Two pitches.
You see in a pattern here. I mean, I'm not trying to nitpick, but you can't give him, 9 pitch at bats, at 9 pitch innings. He might have 30 pitches this game minimum.
Well, Ethan Chow, who was the victim of a strikeout. Again, 7 of the 12 outs so far in this game have been caused by a strikeout. So,
ooh, nice job.
Able to get it through the little hole, and Ethan, with some decent speed, will be on first base. The first hit without it being with 2 outs, and now anything can happen, and we'll love to see what Jonah Viveras, who's fresh off making that great catch in the outfield in the top part of the 4th, see what he can do in the bottom part of the 4th.
If I'm coach, I'm thinking this. I'm stealing second, and I'm bunting him over to third. Look at the third baseman way in right now. You better hope he doesn't swing away.
That's
he's very close.
Zoom in on that. That is a very close third baseman.
And he hasn't even squared yet.
Brady Sullivan's got to be ready here.
He's just assuming he's going to bunt.
Well, always try to be ahead of the game with figuring things out. And now a bunt tip
Beauty.
down the first base line. Able to get it. Bork underhand. And the out is there, but it does move Chow up to second. And now with 2 outs, a duck on the pond. And would love to see Brendan Hepler come through with a base hit here that would bring in possibly a run.
We've seen him do it before. He'll be hitting lefty, and he's going to try to see what you want to do. You want to have him try to, if you're Chow, you want to have him try to hold you on so you can open up a hole. See that hole opening up right there in the second base area?
Yeah,
That's the game plan right there.
Oh, going back to his spot and taking a strike.
Ethan's going to have to take a little bit more for the team here and try to draw a little more of his real estate.
Ooh, inside. Able to sneak out of the way is Hep.
Yeah, he's been there, done that. You know, he is an all-state caliber goalie in hockey, so he's got the instincts and he's got the quick reaction time.
1-1 count.
Ooh,
misses outside, so.
You know he's got a good eye. But if he could slap one to left field is a little farther back than I would like to see him. Ooh, trying some
3-1 count.
And Logan Whitney's hot right now. So
and he's on deck, yeah.
Yeah, he's been really stroking it.
Stroke it to the left and you stroke it to the right. I don't remember that song, but my sister used to sing it all night.
Just
and now,
under it.
Let's
That
see
could
if
come
he can
in.
land.
That could
exactly.
come in.
Oh, it does! Able to
definitely
come
does.
around and score. Ethan Chow. And
Oh, I
look,
knew it.
the win becoming a factor for Brendan Hepler, who's smiling, yelling at his teammates' happiness right there. The ball does get away. If he had been paying attention, he could have maybe moved up. But either way, an RBI for Hepler. And now
that ball was weird, and I don't know if it would have landed in play, but the way he hit it, he was in play. So as long as that happens, it's all good in the hood.
I think it landed inside the field of play.
For
so
sure.
That wind, huge factor. Again, not as bad as what we've had other games in here anyway, where thankfully it's coming from a different direction than normal. But either way.
Yeah, they're on the board, 1-0, and that's another hit coming up. Easy
Oh,
peasy.
it looked better than what it really
did.
was.
It really did.
And Derek Finley didn't even have to really flinch. He saw the ball coming.
That was corn.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, Hepler able to get himself a little number that lands in, and the Pioneers will take a 1-0 lead into the top of the fifth. More of this great game after this. Well, it'll be the 7, 8, 9 part of the lineup for the Titans as Jace Martinez will lead us off. And Jace had a tough time at the bat with 3 straight strikes for the strikeout, his first time up the bat. And we'll see and make that another strikeout here. Oh, excuse me, I'm at the wrong person. Richie Tavares. Jace is up next.
Yeah, Richie with a big cut right there, and Kuloff is right back at it. You know, this is his 1-0 is a lot to ask out of someone, but it's his game right now.
Finally misses.
A lot to ask out of someone, though, to, you know, just shut the team out. No big deal.
Yeah.
Coach said hit a home run. That's that bad. And then he's like, go ahead and just get me a shutout. But we couldn't ask for another pitcher in Trinity staff to do what he needs to do here.
Yeah, it's just been a great 4 innings of baseball. And now
Hot shot.
hit over there to third. The throw across the diamond.
Oh.
Chow not able to. The ball gets away. And see if that just is just one base or if they go 2. But now Titans are feeling energized right now with getting a runner at second base with no outs. And a tough play thrown across the diamond by Logan Whitney.
Richie Tavares absolutely Christian Okoye trucked over the umpire right there to get the second. He's like, excuse me, I'm going somewhere.
Yeah, I mean.
Good job, though. Good throw. It's just, I wonder if the wind got involved because it's a pretty hard throw.
I mean, it was a good amount of speed there for sure.
Good try by Chow. Unfortunately, unable to get that glove on it. We got the glove on it, which probably saves another base.
Steve Drescher was the one who got trucked there, and the ball does get away.
Oh,
it's a chance. Hasselback not able to get there. Face first slide right there.
Coach ain't happy with that. It seemed like he was reaching for the ball, but it had like butter on it or something.
Yeah, I mean, again.
Now they don't have to bunt, and if they do bunt, it would be to get a run in and suicide squeeze.
Again, no outs, though, so you got to trust what your batters can do in Jace Martinez.
But you are at the 8-9 end of the lineup. You know, these are the guys that get the bunts down, and to tie a game in the 5th would be monumental. we'll see what happens. The squeeze is the most exciting play in baseball. I'm surprised Logan's not kind of running in a little more here.
Wind playing a factor that's
Oh,
going to
for
cause
sure.
Sean to take a step off as his hat was about to fly off. Puts his glasses on.
Yeah.
I've been in that situation where the wind gets so strong your kind of glasses kind of get a little rattled.
Looks like Ricky Vaughn out there. Ooh.
Throws
nice.
like Ricky Vaughn on that pitch as well.
Sounded like it.
Nice snap of the mitt on Hasselbeck as well. And
definitely. You could hear that pop for a while. So this is the kind of spots in the game, you know, when you get 9 outs left, it gets a little hairy.
And he gets the strike right there on a fastball. And now it's a 1-2 count to see if they can keep the Titans.
Don't sleep on the bun here. I know there's 2 strikes, but
I'm going to snooze away on it, man. I don't know if that's what Coach Harris has for the able to get the strike 3.
He could just do that, too.
Or just puts down the K.
Mark it down. Nice K. And he's getting up there in K's as well. It's his 5th of the game there.
Yeah, it's certainly it's been a little bit since he got a K. Obviously, well, actually no, he ended the 4th with a strikeout, and able to get out number 1. Jace Martinez down with a strike, and Mario Ramirez, who grounded out to Nolan, his first time up to bat.
Are you surprised to see the infield not really coming in right now?
They're in though. I mean, it's
they're in, but they're not on the grass. You know, I expect if a ball gets through to them, they're gonna get the one at first. Seems that way. Maybe because the grass will slow it down.
That's very possible too. But
and Richie looks ready to run too.
Nice curve right there, able to get the call, and now it's a 1-1 count.
Yeah, he went back to the curve. It seems like we've seen the curve in the beginning of the game, and he kind of took a little lapse on it. Now we just saw him reintroduce it.
Titans dugout cheering loudly. That one certainly stings quite a bit here. And the catcher used to having gear to not phase him, and that one, Got
to give him a Kyle point for those stirrups, right?
I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
Big fan of the socks. I know that half the left side of the infield, and Nolan and Whitney both have them as well.
Yeah, you go with that soccer-style sock. That was what I rocked.
And now, trying for his 2nd consecutive strikeout. A lot of pressure out here. Try to go chasing on outside, but unfortunately, it wasn't the right bait to catch that fish.
Good job by Tristan keeping that ball, being a backstop, saving that run, because you know that Richie was ready to run home if he could. He's ready to go. You can tell he's in breakdown, ready to get that run. That run is fat right now for Nashua. Big pitch. Ooh.
Gets the call. Ramirez not happy, looks down at his coach, and he will have to quickly go get his catching gear on.
Yeah,
but maybe not too fast again, as it's Kenny Reel, who had a single his last time up to bat and is 1 for 2 on the day. Takes a quick break, steps back in, and now we'll see what he can do. Kenny grounded out to 3rd his very first time up to bat in the top of the 1st inning.
Huloff looking to get out of another inning with a guy on 3rd. I'm surprised that they didn't try some kind of bunt in the bottom of the order to get him in at home. But then again, didn't expect Sean to be pitching that nasty right there.
Yeah, this is the 3rd inning that he's had a runner at 3rd base.
He's a fighter. He likes a stressful situation, apparently. Coming back hard with another strike.
Didn't like that was Kenny.
I mean,
haven't said his name too much. Not really a lot of balls hit out to left field so far today.
Right. He ended up grounding out in the first at bat, but Sean is on fire right now, really feeling it.
A little ground ball. Let's see if he can make a play himself.
Wow.
Look at that.
Well done.
Cool off to Chow.
Another
and
duck left
able
on the
to
pond.
Keep it a 1-0 Pioneer lead. Great piece of pitching right there. And we'll see what 8-9-1 can do in Tristan Hasselbeck, Ben Canny, and Tyler Nolan here in the bottom of the fifth. Stay tuned for more baseball coverage. Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Heavey back with it after this. Well, unfortunately, I was wrong, and Will Nardone will be the leadoff hitter here for the Pioneers, hitting in place of Tristan Hasselbeck. So kind of aiming for a little bit more offense here with the Pioneers leading at 1-0, and Elias Bork delivering the first pitch that is missed with a ball, but he has been feeling pretty good today. Just unlucky run scored on him, and really he's been bringing the heat here, Michael.
Seems like Nardone's going to get the at-bat, and Hasselbeck's got the shin pads on still in the dugout. So it looks like a re-entry type of situation. So Will needs to get it done here.
Will grounds one up, but Finley is just so smooth out there.
Me?
And gets that put out for the first out here in the bottom of the fifth inning.
He could play. He could have came from third base on that. He's got some ground coverage.
I mean, really, he probably could have kept going to Joey Deck at first with that speed. I feel like he's definitely going to have to get on base in the next couple innings.
He's smoother than baby powder.
Well, now we'll see.
Yeah, another quick at bat. I think 2 pitches on that one, and I tell you what, this would be a rough game to lose if you're Elias Borg. The way he's been pitching.
Ben Canny, the batter here, who was the victim of a strikeout in the third inning.
Looking too, yeah. He's just tipped his cap and went back to right field, I think.
Exactly.
It looks like a changeup type of deal right there, didn't it? Kind of cupped the ball. It came in a little slower, but definitely fooled
changeup or maybe a slider as well. Not really.
It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Oh, it's so good.
He hides his pitches well, so it's hard to tell what's going on.
It
comes over the top.
He does a great job with his body right there. You can't see.
Yeah.
He changes his whole body, and boy.
Ooh.
I'm hoping there's no baby in that.
Yeah.
There is a baby in that. It's okay. Wow. I've never felt so bad calling something that could have been disastrous. Thankfully, everything's good here.
Yeah.
And Ben Canny goes down by way of a strikeout here. Wow. That would have been a really bad spot to be in.
Great catch by the baby.
Yeah. Elias Bork able to get a second strikeout. And now here we are with 2 outs and the top of the lineup with Tyler Nolan, who's had a tough go of things with 2 strikeouts as well.
Trying to avoid the old hat trick.
Oh,
and
he
does.
up
Nice
the middle.
smack up the middle. Good job. And that's the Tyler Nolan we've seen all season. Now watch out. He's a threat on the base pass.
It could really affect Bork here, who has not dealt with a lot of speed on the base path so far today.
Absolutely, and it gets him out of his windup. You see how effective he is with that windup. So now he's got a little eyes in the back of his head action to deal with.
Well, love to see Nolan make Bork work
First
hard.
Pitch going. Cannon.
Oh,
What?
my
gosh.
gosh.
My goodness. That was awesome.
Mario Ramirez is having a tough day at the plate, but as the backstop for the Titans, wow, is that a laser throw to second base.
He did it in warm-ups, and I was like, wow, and he just replicated it right there.
Well, the Titans are down to their last 6 outs as we head to the top of the 6th inning. We'll see what happens for the rest of this game. Stay tuned for more Manchester Public Television baseball coverage. Manchester Public Television's live baseball coverage, Trinity Pioneers and the Nashua North Titans. Kyle Heavey and Michael Gonzalez, great game going on here. And we have a pitcher versus pitcher battle here between Sean Kuloff and Elias Bork. Bork's had a tough day of it at the plate, 0-for-2, hit into a 4-6-3 double play his last time up.
He did, and there's not much to go on as this game has been flying by. Just 2 at-bats for each team. So, you get your strikeout and your ground out. So Trinity's doing a good job keeping people away from the plate.
The defense has been coming at it, and we'll see. Oh, hit it right past Nolan. And, well, that gets a base runner again for the Titans, who just have not been able to get anyone past third base.
No, they haven't, and that looked like Ichiro on that one. He kind of just slapped it out there, found the hole. Nothing anyone could do on that one.
Well, Bork will get taken out, and pinch running for him will be Toby Brown Jr. We've seen Toby a few times out warming up the left fielder, and now we'll see what he can do on the base paths. And
Makes
Tristan
sense.
Hasselbeck has to be ready with a big man at first base who can easily get some ground if he takes off.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. That could be the end of the day for Elias, as they do have a pitcher warming up in the bullpen. Interesting to see how this pans out. We'll see if Nashua can get a run or two. I bet you see Elias come out, stretch that pitch count. Otherwise, being pinch ran for is the first indication it could be the end of the game for him.
Well, Derek Finley up to bat now, and he's been on base twice now, a single and a walk, both times stranded at third base as he just got sand in his eye. So we're taking a quick break here to allow Finley to be able to see the pitch here as the clouds have come into factor here. We started out the day with a gorgeous sunny weather, and now kind of a little bit more overcast. And see,
I'll tell you what, Derek Finley is probably the best shortstop I've seen in person this year. Definitely, a favorite for all state considerations.
rightfully so, is what we've been able to see the two times that we've covered the Nashua North Titans this year. He's just been looked so good on both turf at Gill and grass here at.
Ooh, tough play.
Oh,
Eats him up.
Not able to get that Logan Whitney.
Oh, they
and
got a shot at him.
See if the throw is in time. It's not. And able to move up to second base. And Finley again comes in clutch here for the Titans. And now runners at second and third with no outs. And we'll see what Joey Deck can do.
That is a big pinch runner coming in at you. Also something to consider. There was a 40% chance of rain at 5 o'clock. They were saying, so we're a little past that, and I do see some action possibly. I don't have the but
we'll go with what we got right here, which is Joey Deck taking a strike.
Yeah.
And again, the tying run and the lead run just 180 feet away for the Titans, who are starting to finally feel a little bit of excitement here.
Expect at least contact. Their cleanup hitter, he's able to put the ball into, he hit that screamer up the middle to center field there on that nice play. But also he was able to get a hit. So Joey Deck is the guy they want up right now.
Was stranded at second base back in the first inning, and now down 2 strikes on him.
A lot to ask. Guys on third.
Takes a called strike 3, and Deck just has to turn around and walk away as he is not pleased. But on the other hand, Sean Kuloff has a little bit of sense of relief right there. But now we'll see what Brady Sullivan can do, who has been over 2 but did sacrifice bunt his last time up.
Brady Sullivan looked Joey right in the eyes and says, "I got you, boy. I got you." Right there. So he's got major confidence in this at-bat right now.
Boy, a tough one right there. So,
but you're asking a lot out of Sean here. Every inning, a guy on third with no outs. A couple times now, and this is the third time I can think of that there's been a guy on third with no outs, and he's battled in, and he's already got an out. We'll see what happens.
Sun kind of coming out now. Wind coming into factor. Fouled off. Capone aiming to go get that.
Strikeouts are the name of the game in this situation, and he's
very big wind gusts.
Good
now
spot.
all of a sudden our papers are starting to fly away, and you can probably hear it in the microphone as it's being on the top of this hill, overlooking the city. Gorgeous view, but at the same time not helpful for stopping the wind.
The silent killer.
Now 1-1 count. Ooh. Doesn't bite, goes for a ball. Nice stop by Hasselbeck.
Yeah, Tristan's been money today. Nothing's gotten by him yet. So It's more impressive, because it really counts right now.
Every pitch now.
Oh, yeah.
Again, top of the 6th inning, a 1-0 Pioneer lead, but Titans have a chance right here. Brady Sullivan sends one up in the air. This will work for a sacrifice. The wind playing with that, but Bears
definitely
able to make the catch.
Better get it in.
Coming in to score, and now they stop him at third. But the Titans able to get the run in. Elias Bork with that single, and Toby Brown Jr. able to come around. The big man scores, and we now have a tied-up game at 1.
Absolutely did his job right there. It looked like Valverde had it camped under it, getting ready for the crow hop and throw home because he would think and play at the plate. And then all of a sudden, like a big wind gust just blew it. But he's able to catch the ball, Kyle.
I mean,
give him credit for that.
If he didn't, both runs were going to come around to score for sure.
For sure.
And now we'll see what Austin Suchek can do here.
Yeah, he's had a rough one too. 0 for 2 so far. Able to get him on a strikeout last time, but with first base open, you don't want to pipe one. You still have a 1-1 game to consider here, but with 2 outs, you just want to get that force. So both runs are scored on a weird pop-up, huh?
It's karma. You can say it like that too. It's karma. Happens. I don't think the Titans were very happy with the way that they scored the run, and well, look at what just happened to the Pioneers, giving up the same exact type of run. Capone letting out a giant burp or something, man. I don't know if we'll have to listen to that in the replay. Ball misses right there, and now it goes to a 2-1 count.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't us. I can tell you that. I don't know if it just ate a baseball or not, but Austin Suchek, who's
back to
0 for 2,
yeah.
2-1 count.
This is Sean's money. Yeah, this is where he thrives. Senior leader.
Misses outside, though, and now Austin got to be ready. The pitch has to be perfect, and it's a hitter's count, as you like to say, Michael.
It is a hitter's count, right? I mean, you got to expect Meatball City right here. It's hard to get, we've seen him go to the curve in this situation.
If he can send it up the middle here past Shkuloff, it will at least bring in the run. Misses, and it will go for ball 4. And now the runners will be at the corners, and we'll see what Richie Tavares can do, who was able to get on base the last time due to an error. And
yeah, he got on from that throwing error.
And now we're going to have a quick meeting at the mound as coach decides to come out and talk to
what do you think?
His pitcher. The ball's kind of handed out there if he's going to give it up or not.
Maybe the hidden ball trick, using the resin bag as a decoy.
That could be kind of fun for sure.
No, I think he's just trying to get a gear of, what he, because you want to kind of get the pitcher's, mental state at the time, And if he doesn't like what he says, it's his job to put someone else second hand of it. But he got the fist bump, and he's ready to roll. He's going to stick with him.
Again.
No one wants to come out in this situation, though.
Same time, it's for the team, and you got to make sure to you're going to do what's right for getting this victory. Again, Pioneers coming into this game with a 6-8 record on the bubble for the playoffs, and every win matters late into the season here. Only 2 weeks left, and Kuloff has got to come through here.
They're going to try to steal here. Set something up. Memorial scored twice on the first and third situation. Their defensive blunders. So, I hope they have a play called. Maybe coach did that. Maybe you want to make sure everyone's on the same page because they don't want to fire down to second and have a headsy player like Finley score, And he's been on 33 times this game.
Well, Tavares did slice one, too.
Big lead, yeah.
Taken off.
Yeah, forget it. Eat it, right?
Yep, not even sliding there. And now runners at second and third as Suchek able to move up 90 feet to second base. You got to remember, Tavares, like I said, hit one to Whitney. Whitney's throw across the diamond was not good. So if this could happen again, it would bring in 2 runs. So let's see if Tavares will get some contact here and send it to third base.
Way up in the box. Way up in the box.
And, well, I don't know.
I mean, he's
I haven't really recognized he was that far up here the first 2 times he's been up the bat.
Yeah, he's over the line. I mean, he's really on it. So those inside pitches, which normally look inside, they're strikes. There's only so much plate.
A lot of cheering here. Ball outside.
Ooh, it's getting hairy.
3-1 count, and first base is available again if needed.
I mean, they've had luck with Jace Martinez so far, so maybe you want to consider it. This is a tough day to quit biting my nails.
We'll go get the stress ball out of my car if need be.
Yeah.
Now, 3-1 count. He's been missing the plate the past couple batters. Little ground ball. Let's see if Nolan can take this.
Nolan, big play by the big man. That's clutch.
Leaving 2 runners on base again. Kuloff might be done for the day. We'll see what happens when we go to the top of the 7th. But now, with this game tied, we'll see what the bats can do. It'll be Ollie Service, Sean Kuloff, and Ethan Chow due up in the bottom of the 6th inning. Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Heavey. Stay tuned for more of this great game, Pioneers and Titans, after this. Elias Bork back on the mound here. Pitchers duel, both have gone into the 6th inning here as we're waiting on pitch number 1. Ollie Service, who was up to bat, but unfortunately getting thrown out at second base was Tyler Nolan to end the 5th. So we'll see what Ollie can do here to start off the top of the 6th.
Thrown out is an understatement, and Ollie's looking to avoid the old hat trick right now.
Yeah, you don't want to have 3 Ks on the day as you 1-1 count. Ball low.
Yeah, I like this approach. I'm thinking maybe Coach gave him the take sign. Let's try to get something on here.
Pioneer bench starting to get a little loud now. They're trying to rattle Elias here on the mound.
Yeah, they got a 3-1 count here, and I'd say hitters count, but it's more of a walkers count, I think.
And he sends one out to right field. This will be foul, but trying to make a play.
Oh, it smokes the fence. And that was a big Kareem, huh? That was take a look at that one.
Yeah, exactly. That was a very long strike, number 2, as just not able to go get that and make a play, obviously, is Richie Tavares.
Can get a nice curveball on that ball.
And inside. Oh, he's called out.
Turn around, bright eyes.
Oh, the hat trick does come true here for Ollie. And
it never really helps to kind of just take your base. If it wasn't going to be called a strike, it certainly became that situation. But it was a strike, I think, right? It's a pretty good pitch.
Looks like it. Got to protect there with 2 strikes, and just thought it was 2 inside, and now we'll have 1 out for Sean Kuloff, who was 1 for 2, tripled, and see.
Oh,
wow. Able to make that catch.
Go, Gadget arm. Catches that one, and that's unfortunate. He tried to duplicate his first at-bat where he burned him and got a triple, but able to make the catch. Good job. And 2 outs now.
Boy, quickly.
Quickly indeed. The old F9, but that was more than an F9. That was an F really good 9.
And now a little soft grounder. Handled by the third baseman, the throw across, and the Titans are feeling the energy after tying up the game.
6
pitches, and now we'll see what their bats can do as we head to the top of the 7th inning. A crazy game here, tied up at 1, and we'll see the likes of Jace Martinez, Mario Ramirez, and Kenny Reel back up after this. top of the 7th inning here from Alamir Field. Kyle Heavey and Michael Gonzalez for a great matchup. Sean Kuloff back on the mound for the top of the 7th inning, trying to go for the complete game victory, but tied up at 1 apiece here. And we'll see what Jace Martinez can do, who's 0 for 2 on the day.
These are the games that when you look at the standings for this season, they really pop off the page. You know, the one-run games, you see a lot of teams that can win them, a lot of teams that don't take them. They're so important, and they're so close.
Thought about the bunt was Martinez, but pulled back, and now it's going to be a 1-1 count.
Late attempt on that, but he knows what he's doing, and you want to go as late as possible, right?
You don't want you don't want Whitney or Chow to really know what to expect on the corners here.
Yeah, you don't want to tip him off, that's for sure.
Now see, no bunt attempt this time. And instead, lets it go past for a ball. A little low, just barely missed for sure. Not really much to say about Jace.
Oh, nice pop, huh?
That had, I could hear that for sure.
Dirty pop.
Jay's playing the second base position here.
He's made a couple good plays, a couple standard plays. Their infields look pretty smooth.
And he
Nice K.
swing and misses, and starting off the top part of the inning with a K. And can't go wrong with what Sean Kuloff is bringing to the table. Just an unlucky kind of turn of events to allow a run here in the 6th, but looking dominant so far in the 7th. And we'll see what Mario Ramirez can do. He struck out his last time up the bat. He's 0 for 2 as well. And pitch number 1 hits the outside corner.
Able, in this battle of Ks, able to ring up his 7th K of the game to Elias's 8.
Ooh, boy. Back and forth they go.
They sure are. Nice pitch. That's the pitch. If you can do that every time, you're good to go.
Exactly. And now an 0-2 count, and Mario got to protect. Sends one out to the parking lot for a foul ball. Count doesn't change.
We saw Mario Ramirez absolutely gun down Tyler Nolan at the plate before. So, you know, we know he's got that covered. See if he can come back 0-2 here.
Delivery.
Whoa!
He sends one out into left field, running over.
Excellent.
Ollie Service able to make that play out where the dandelions grow. And
Yeah. Picture that.
out number 2 for Sean Kuloff. Absolute. I don't know if
I just got butterflies.
if the wind wasn't going
Yeah.
to factor where that might have landed. But unfortunately, it goes for out number 2, and Ramirez is also 0 for 2. And now we'll see what Kenny Reel can do.
He had that lined up right down the line. That's the money ball right there over that little tiny foul pole out there. That's about 320, and that was headed towards it. And then all of a sudden, forget about it.
Hit the wind.
Old
and
man Winter came and played.
I guess he's a
He's
big
everywhere.
Pioneer fan.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere for sure.
Wow, nice deuce.
Sent up in the air.
Nothing.
See if Olveros is able to get that cleanly,
Nice.
and he does.
Foul point, 2 hands.
Great job. I love the 2 hands. And Viveris will be leading us off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Viveris, Hepler, and Logan Whitney. It's do or die time, or we go to extra innings. We'll see what happens here with Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Heavey for Manchester Public Television. Back after this. Elias Bork's day is over. 6 innings pitched with 8 Ks, if I remember correctly, Michael.
Yes, I had 8 on my sheet.
And now we'll see what Kenny Reel can do. He'll be moving to the 1 spot after playing the day out in left field, and Ryan Guerin will be taking the place. I believe, as it's listed here, Bork will be still DHing in the number 2 spot in the lineup. So his day is not over with his bats, and we'll see what we can do here now with a strike on big number 11 here in Jonah Viveris.
Big swing, first pitch again.
Ooh, fouled one back again. That could be a windshield at the way that velocity of that right there.
Yeah. we'll cross our fingers on that. And
Thankfully, hit a tree. Thankfully that's what we just found out. So, again, 2 strikes on him though. The sun has come out here. The wind has kind of died down a little bit up in the booth area here.
ooh, tried to snap one off a little bit high. He's not as overpowering as Elias was, but he's kind of featuring like a weird slider motion type of thing. Definitely hard to adjust to a slower pitcher when you're used to 6 innings of one very fast Bork.
Absolutely, as it's only so much you can do, but Jonah is 0 for 2 on the day. Sacrifice bunts his last time up. Ooh, had to duck out of the way of that one. Oof.
I mean,
another one that did not snap at all.
I mean, it's easier said than done. Just let it hit you, but that's your head. You can't do that.
You do have school tomorrow still. Another fouled ball out of play here. And
this guy hates cars.
he's definitely, Jonah will not be a car salesman at the way things are going in life.
Yeah.
As he is just sending balls out towards. And now
ground
ball played in
easy.
the throw across. And that will do it for Jonah Veras, who is now 0 for 3. Great play by the third baseman there. Able to make that look so easy is Brady Sullivan.
And making it look even easier is Joey Deck over at first. Big target, big body to throw to. And, that's the stuff that doesn't show up. You see it all the time. But it's nice to have a guy like that to throw to. And this infield has looked great today.
Well, a guy that we like to cheer for is Brendan Hepler, who is up to bat here. Love to see him send one into center field here. Would be my spot of choice if I have if I have anything to do with it. Hepler did send one out to left field to get that RBI back in the 4th inning. So he is 1 for 2 on the day.
Kind of found that wind burst, and it kind of blew fair off the glove, able to get the ribby in. But right now, 2-0 count. Got to get on somehow. I'm sure Trinity has some speed on the bench. One of those guys that can kind of pick up. Probably someone ready to go. I bet there's someone with a helmet on ready to run right now.
Looking out on the bench, I don't see him, but they got something set up for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And it looks like Ollie Service is warming up for the Pioneers and sent one out to center field. Hepler.
Corn.
Flies one out to center field for out number 2.
Good job by Hepler. But
Hepler able to send one out, but good defense by the center fielder, able to go over and make the play is Austin Suchek, who we haven't had to say his name for fielding today. But Suchek able to make that happen, and now
only 3 errors in the whole game so far. So
very clean.
Usually we have about 10 or 12. So
Connor Hurley will be the pinch hitter here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Interesting, because
swing and a miss.
Logan Whitney is one of their hotter hitters right now. So taking the bat out of his hand and going with someone off the bench, see what he's got.
We've seen Connor a few times this year, and he's able to ground one, but unfortunately, it's tough play. But Deck able to make that happen.
Told you, he's good over there.
And we will get some extra baseball on this Monday. We will go to the top of the 8th inning, and we'll see what Ollie Service can do with his pitching, as it's been a great game, tied up at 1. Back with more from Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Heavey, Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage after this. Top of the 8th inning, and I was wrong. Ollie Service is not into pitch just yet. We will still see the legs of Sean Kuloff, who throws a ball in the dirt, and we do have a substitute hitter here. Instead of staying in the game as the DH and Elias Bork, it will actually be a number 12 and Ryan Guerin, the left-handed hitter. I haven't seen his bat today, but here he is.
Kyle, this will probably be his. He has his 100.
Logan Whitney has to throw.
Nice play.
No, he's safe.
That was
Guerin
close.
able to fly down the base path and will be the leadoff runner here. And Whitney
Kyle,
having a tough day at third base. You give him an error on that for sure.
Kyle, that was his 109th pitch of the game. Okay. He's able to throw 110, so this will absolutely be his last batter of the game. So Ollie Service will probably take over from here.
Well, let's see what happens here with
He's
Derek
able to-
Finley, who's gotten
Yeah.
on base all 3 times he's been up to the bat. We'll see what he does here for the 4th.
He's good, isn't he?
He gets
Finley?
the called strike.
I mean, good thing he's got, he's able to, he can pitch more than 110 if he starts the at-bat like that, and it just worked out perfectly. So he can finish this at-bat.
Love to see a 4-6-3 double play again, if that would be
That'd be nice.
and ball low. Goes to a 1-1 count.
Yeah, this is like camping intense.
I like the circus. Let's see what we got here. 1-1 count. Guerin, decent sized lead at first base. Taking a peer over is cool off.
He might go. Let's step off.
Yeah, gotta stay in this game a little bit longer. Why not, right?
I mean, if he wanted, he could stay there forever. Just do that every
I don't think we have enough daylight. Although we do have lights here. I suppose that's true, too.
Baseball gives you that option.
Again, 1-1 count.
Bigger lead now.
No outs. Top of the 8th inning.
Ooh. And Finley, I don't know if he really is a leader. I think he just surveyed the whole situation. Didn't really like the lead. I mean, he's off to a big gutsy lead right now.
Finley has been stranded at third base all 3 times he's gotten on. And
big
big
secondary.
lead. Oh, unfortunately,
no.
ball ends up over here.
And Hasselbeck's been doing great all game. That's unfortunate, and that's really one of those tough balls that just kind of skips, He got a piece of it, too. It just hit some plastic.
Yeah, now Guerin at second base, 180 feet away from the lead run here for the Titans.
Don't expect a bunt out of him. I would say he's going to be hitting away. Big hole in the right.
Anything's possible with the extra inning ball game here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, getting a run is priority.
And the pitch.
Ooh,
Down
nice
low.
snap. Wow.
Just didn't get the call.
That was a tough one. That was a nice pitch. Good pop on it. Just outside corner. A little missed it.
Makes it a 3-1 count. And again,
Yeah.
this might be the last pitch of the day. First base is open. And Sean Kuloff would like to end his day with the way that it began, with a nice ground ball or a strikeout if need be. And he misses outside.
Ooh,
And Finley, for the 4th time in this game, will head up to first base. And
That'll have to do it, I think.
we're waiting to see what the coaches decide. No, we're going to stay in here.
Okay.
But
Well,
now runners at first and second, no outs. And Joey Deck, I believe, is the batter here. Yeah, he's number 14. Joey would love to make something happen here with his bat to bring in an RBI. Sends one out. See if Ollie Service can field this.
Nice. Wow, big catch. Those aren't easy, Kyle. Those lefty hitters slicing it like that. So I want to apologize. It's not 110. It's 120.
120, okay.
120 is the pitch count for the game.
And then we'll see what happens here.
Big
Brett Bennington threw one for Central West against the Trinity Pioneers in the opening day of the year. And now
It's a big at bat, I'd say. A nice double play would be nice.
Brady Sullivan, the batter.
Able to get Finley on that. That's a huge out. Ooh.
Swing and a miss right there from the hard throwing right 80.
Excuse me, Deck, I meant. So, Brady Sullivan swinging for the Brady Sullivan again. We got enough wind up here. We don't need that.
Big strike. He looks over at who's on base. Hepler playing the base.
Big secondary lead. I think it's getting in the head. Don't do that. Okay.
Oh, able to move up 90 feet are the base runners. And now Titans are really smelling something. This could be a sign right here, Michael, to do the suicide squeeze with a 1-1 count.
Yeah, you got 2 quacks going on, and 1-1 count, 1 out. This has squeeze written all over it.
Brady Sullivan's had a tough day of things with a 0 for 3. Does have the RBI for the Titans in the 6th inning, so we love to see. He would love to see a 2 RBI day.
Woo! Nice
Swing and
job.
miss there.
got some fortitude on him.
Guerin really playing roulette at third base, had a giant lead. If Hasselbeck sees that again, I wonder if he's going to possibly throw down and try to get him.
He's got him to get a couple pass balls from that. Now, this is what I call an infield in, Kyle.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Because they have to.
Oh, foul ball, though.
Lucky break, and, that was scorched. Brady Sullivan just turned on that puppy. Luckily, he turned on it too much.
Yeah, that was we all collectively held our breaths on that swing, and, goes back to a 1-2 count.
I would actually bring in the left fielder a little bit more just in case they have to make a play with that kind of turning on it.
Yeah, delivery is sent out to the opposite side to right field, but that's nowhere to be found.
Now, on a ball like that, it's tricky what you do. You kind of want to let it fall in a 1-2 count. You really don't want to catch it because you got to assume he could score on that. This is the pitch of the game right here. If they can get Brady Sullivan, who's a huge at-bat for him, able to get a sac fly last at-bat, so watch out for that.
And the delivery sent up in the air. Chow thought he had a feel for it, not able to. And now, another ball that goes to the Cars.
Again, if you're going to make a catch on that, you got to be absolutely sure you can come up firing. I think a strikeout would just get him out on that way. It would be the easiest way.
3 consecutive foul balls and a great battle here.
Great battle. High fastball.
You called it.
That's what the situation calls for. You don't want to get one in the dirt. Hasselbeck has 2 passed balls already this inning, and he's kind of a pest over there at third, looking to make things happen. So.
Just crossed into the 6 o'clock hour, so that means we're 2 hours into this contest, and still Titans really putting the pressure on the Pioneers right now in this top of the 8th. Fouled up in the air. No, another foul ball. That's 4 out of the last 5 pitches here, and still only a 2-2 count.
At some point, you got to expect him to throw one of his patent curveballs, but it's been all number ones from Coach over there. Yeah, giving the sign to Hasselbeck relaying it to Kuloff. So, I don't know. Got to keep it going. What do you think here? What kind of pitch?
Until he actually hits the fastball, you might as well just keep sending it.
Good call.
Outside, not called.
Wow, that's tough because you saw service get rung out on a pitch like that. And, Ollie's out in the left being like, hey, come on.
Come on. What about me?
Yeah.
I know I'm only a sophomore, I believe he is, and, he has plenty of time. But,
maybe if he didn't take his base.
3-2 count, 1 out here. Runners at second and third. The delivery fouled up in the air. Boy, 5 foul balls.
Yeah, he's in that territory. He's, when you get an 11 pitch at bat, in the pros, you get I think you get a bunch of high fives or something.
You definitely get some love from your teammates afterwards, as it's
definitely a Kyle point.
Definitely over the 120 pitch mark right now.
For sure.
And still the battle continues here. Kuloff love to end this. Throw it now at this point. Try to go to the outside, and that will do it. And now the bases are loaded, and Coach is going to come out and talk to Kuloff. Definitely deserves a standing ovation as he walks off the mound. You can see the second baseman clapping right here. It's just such a great.
I love that. Coach did the classic thing. He yelled at Hasselbeck things that he would say to an umpire.
Yeah.
So he wasn't yelling at the umpire. So he was like, I think.
Well, Connor Hurley will move out to.
Not happy about this.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out. We have a lot of changing positions here.
Couldn't hold back. He had to say.
Yeah, it's just a lot of love to see what Kuloff has been able to do. Number 8 will head out there And
somewhere, right? It's like volleyball. Rotate.
yeah, it's but we'll give Ollie Service a few seconds to get situated here on the mound. Comes into a tough spot, bases loaded with 1 out, and we'll see what happens here in the 8th inning. More of this baseball classic here from Lemire Field after this. Ollie Service is ready, and we are back here for the top of the 8th inning, and we'll see what Austin Suchek can do here. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Oh, excuse me, 0 for 2 on the day with a walk, so he has gotten on base once, and it takes a strike for the first pitch.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter. Don't leave it in the hands of the umpire. Just get the strike yourself. But infield's way in this stressful situation.
Slices one way out.
Good job. Gotta protect that baby.
Mama's there now. And we'll see now 2 strikes. And Suchek, who already has 1 K, has to protect here with the bases loaded.
Oh,
he sends
nice.
one. That's going to be fouled ball.
So you can see the gesturing by the base runners, especially Finley at second base. He is borderline shortstop length. Just anything to get in the head of anyone.
Fouled one back again.
Really chokes up here. You know, the contact hitter. This would be an interesting time. 0-2, no one would expect a squeeze here, would they?
No, they would not at all.
That's how ridiculous it was.
Oh, inside.
No,
Ball gets
him.
away.
It's
It
short.
did hit him, and this will work as an RBI.
0-2 count. Ouch, man. That's something he'll take, huh?
Well, Ryan Guerin able to come around and score a hit by pitch by Suchek.
Not ideal.
Allows the Titans to take a 2-1 lead, and now we'll see what Richie Tavares can do. Tavares has gotten on base once due to an error, but has had a 0 for 2 day here, and now sends one up in the air, and we'll see what Connor Hurley can do. Having some troubles, catches it, but this will bring in another Titan run. As
good job.
finally able to
eat it.
score in this game is Finley Gonzo.
Yeah, he's hungry for that. It's like they're just holding it like a carrot, and he finally gets to get some. You know, the duck has to go home to mama once in a while.
Well, now will be Jace Martinez will be all these runs credited to Mr. Sean Kuloff, though. So 3 runs allowed in this day, 7 Ks, 5 hits.
I'd like to give a Kyle point to Logan Whitney on that because he made the smart play. He didn't just go with his gut and throw home. He actually ate the ball, holding the runner at second base, which makes it a little farther for that duck to get home.
Nice curveball right there.
I'd say so.
Absolutely.
That's what a curveball looks like. Wow. This is like Clayton Kershaw. Big lead. He's off.
Steal and
Having trouble almost. Hits him
missing out.
again.
Well, that Kyle point gets taken away, though,
Yeah.
as those runners do eventually move up to second and third.
Got to take it back.
And now 2 ducks on the pond.
Yeah.
A 2-1 count. 2 outs, though.
2 outs is the big number because now this is a force. Got to
Little
come up
ground
fine.
ball. Let's see.
Got to throw it.
Danny Lyons slow it down. Able to
Excellent.
get across, and that will do it for
Good job by Chow,
the
too.
3rd out, but not before the Pioneers have a deficit. They're down 3-1, and we'll see what the Bats can do to try to even up this game. Bottom of the 8th inning, back after this. Titans with a 3-1 lead, and it'll be the 8-9-1 part of the lineup for the Pioneers. Kenny Reel will try to keep them at bay, but we'll see what Tristan Hasselbeck, the catcher, can do here. Michael Gonzalez and Kyle Levy, what a game we've been able to commentate and watch today. And first pitch is called strike, Michael.
Yeah, first pitch strike. Kenny Reel looked good last inning, and he looks real good this inning.
Coming in relief of Elias Bork, who had a great day.
Oh, nice. Just missed it, Kyle.
Well, bobbles it. The throw is in time still.
Man, I'm telling you what, he's good. Joey Deck over there at first. That's 2 consecutive plays. He's stretched out. Big man looking good over at first.
You know, we hadn't really said the name of the second baseman too much in Jace Martinez, but he's able to make that play for out number 1. And now we'll see what Ben Canny can do in the number 9 spot. And always, you know, the still important part of the
8-9-1. It's not ideal, but you do put your number 9 hitter in a spot where it's almost like a backup leadoff hitter in a sense. You want a guy that can get to the top of the order and set the table.
ball outside. Ben the victim of 2 strikeouts, but again, that was against Elias Bork. This is his first time facing Kenny Reel, so would love to see him. Oh, sends one, but Finley, bobbles it. The throw is still in time.
Gee, now that is what a next level shortstop is. That throw, Kyle, was unbelievable. He just looks good out there, even when he makes a mistake.
I absolutely agree. As now there are 2 outs, and it now comes down to the last batter of the day, and possibly anyway, Tyler Nolan.
Yeah, Tyler Nolan looking to get on, and if Service can get out, trying to avoid that old golden sombrero.
Nolan did single his last time up in the 5th, but was caught stealing by the arm of Mario Ramirez, so we most likely will not see that again if he does get on base.
Caught stealing, I'd say he was set up.
Does have 2 strikeouts on the day as well.
Ooh, nice curveball. Yeah, you can't be calling it, just call it the same. A little bit of a homer call right there.
Brian Troop doing, again, behind the plate.
Good cut.
Swing and a miss there, and now Reel down to his last need for a strike here.
Tyler can make this happen, though.
He grounds one, but Reel will reel that in, and a little toss over to
win.
first, and the Titans able to come back from being down 1-0 and get the 8-inning 3-1 victory here.
Reel just got the out, runs right to the front of the plate, all business. It's time to shake hands and show some sportsmanship.
An unbelievable game right here, a classic in my opinion between the Pioneers and the Titans.
For sure.
You know, both teams deserve to win, but unfortunately for Nashua North, they will jump up to 8-6 on the year, and for the Pioneers, they fall again to a record of 6-9. Some tough losses here. And, still got to keep your head up. There's still opportunities to get into the playoffs if need be for Trinity.
Trinity has a track record of getting in the playoffs in all their sports and making a run at it. I got to go with Derek Finley on player of the game. I mean, him and Bork had really good games, but them being the winning team, it's too bad Trinity didn't win because Kuloff would have been a nice pick.
I'm going to give it to Elias Bork. He was able to get that single. The pinch runner was able to tie the score. If he hadn't gotten that single, along with his amazing pitching ability, then we don't know if the Titans would have gotten this victory. But any last words that you would like to say, Michael?
I just think Mario Ramirez has a hose. That's the best throw I've ever seen.
Probably the play of the game right there. We'll definitely give that credit. But we'll end it here. It's been a 2 hours and 10-minute game here from Lemire Field, and Nashua North Titans able to get the victory by a final score of 3-1 for Operations Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick, for the talented Michael Gonzalez, for myself, Kyle Heavey. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you again soon for more high school coverage here for Manchester Public Television. Take care, everyone.